You are now tuned in to the CT Live Show with DJ Casanova and Teddy Lee, bringing you the best interviews and conversations with independent business owners and music artists.
What up? Welcome to CT Live Podcast. It's your boy DJ Casanova and my main man, who?
MC Cold Fresh Teddy Lee. What it do?
You want to introduce our guest today, or you want me to do it?
No, man, I got this one. in the pocket, man. This is my homeboy, man. He was right underneath us in that wave when we got to performing here in Austin, Texas. But it's none other than the great. The great.
Oh man, I'm lucky blessed.
Mr. Shorts is in the building, man. How you doing, brother?
What's
man,
up, stranger? What's up?
Y'all, man. That's a hell of an intro, man. I'm blessed. You ever seen a black man blush, man? Got dog. Man, y'all right, man.
But we're gonna make sure you live up to that introduction as we go through the cycles of your life, so that people realize it's great.
That's all right.
Do here, we just hold conversations, man. We talk about everything on CT Live Podcast. For people that don't know you, they're gonna get to know you. So my first thing is, I want to know, how old were you when you first got into hip hop? What made you say,
"Damn, come on, bro"? That got to be like at least 7, 8 years old, man. When I rule the world, when I first heard that Curtis Blow and they playing basketball, all that type of that era right there, man. It just did something to me. I stayed glued to the TV. I started listening to the radio for certain tunes that were familiar like that. Man, I just fell in love. I remember writing my first rap probably like second grade, man.
Ooh, you gonna get all them girls in the schoolyard, huh?
Man, I was a break dancer. I was originally a b-boy. And and right across the street from my house, where I was born and raised at, is Metz Park. And at Metz Park, that was the Mecca. That was like New York for Austin for us, because that's where all the breakdance battles were at. You had MGV, EGV, the Bros, Latin Kings, the guy from Metropolis, Rosewood. Everybody would come to Metz Park to battle. And the neighborhood group that I was familiar with was Royal Masters. We was the only blacks on that corner until you get to 2nd Street to Santa Rita and Chalmers or Booker T. But besides that, we were the only blacks in the neighborhood that actually lived in the house. So breakdancing was what really like gave me the essence of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to rap, but once I started breakdancing, man, it was like a whole new era of things, and it just opened the doors for everything, from spray painting to DJ and all that, man.
So you were running wild around that's like early mid 80s, about
mid
80s.
I think it was like 82, 80, probably before like 80, 81, 82. Because I remember 82 kind of like started fading away with the breakdancing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, everybody started really getting into rapping and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder whatever happened to all the original MCs, because everybody that I talk to say, man, I started out breakdancing, man, and then I kind of migrated to the MC thing. Whatever happened to the people that actually started off MCing? Because I don't know who they are.
Majority of them were dancers.
Who they are.
Well, unlike New York, you know, New York had its MCs, its breakdancers, its DJs, but here in the South, you was a one-stop shop. If you was able to break dance, you was able to graffiti, you was able to rap the mic, it was whatever. But what you chose in the long run was up to you. You know, I chose to rap.
Yeah.
Right.
Them carpet burns didn't feel too good after a while. You know what I'm saying?
No, buddy.
Hey, yo, Mike. I remember, man. So I grew up in San Antonio, and like you, I started off in the breakdance game and popping and all that kind of stuff. And I was always a big boy. I was short, but I was always a big boy. So of course we always had a couple of skinny dudes in the crew that would break dance. And I got tired, man, because I was always the dude that, I had to put a dude on my shoulders. I had to, the other dude would lean back and the other dude would get on his feet and I'd have to spin him around. I'm like, man, just because I'm the biggest dude in the bunch don't mean I got to carry all y'all.
You know what we call the big dudes like that, right? Yeah, you was the utility man. You know what I'm
saying? Him saying that just flashed back to Rerun Berry.
And then as time went on, it never changed because when I hooked up with Casanova, here I am carrying crates of records and everything.
Yeah,
just like
the essence, man.
But you got in the party free.
Yeah,
you got in the party free though.
Bro, hey, don't get me wrong. I loved every minute of it though, bro. I loved every minute of it.
Hey, I love you guys. See, you breakdance guys I love because when I first started out in high school, I'm in all the parties and you guys want to break. I'd play all that stuff. I break spin all over the floor. Then I play about 5 slow songs in a row and start dancing. You're not all wet. No, I'm dry, man. I wasn't out there doing all that. Come on. And y'all all doing it.
Oh
man.
Oh my God.
All right. So who was the first MC that you came across in Austin that said, man, I want to do that, or that ignited the fire in you to start really writing and want to jump out there?
I remember there was a breakdance battle at Zaragoza and Ice-T came. Do you remember that? Ice-T came and he did his song Reckless. And I heard the song Reckless, it like blew the beat just blew my mind, man. And I just wanted, and I won a trophy for that breakdancing contest. Took it home to my grandmother, but I told her that was it. I'm finna rap. I started writing my raps down. And it was Ice-T's Reckless at Zaragoza that day, man. I never forget it. Had the one glove and everything. Had his low song with his red jacket, man. It was going down.
I think that was before I got to Austin. That had to be.
Man, it was back in the day, but
yeah,
he came to Zaragoza.
86, end of 86.
No, yeah, it was before then. It was before then. It had to be at least 81, at least 81, 82, I'm thinking. But
yeah.
Ice-T came to Zaragoza, man. Swimming pool, man. We did it right there.
All right, that's that. So Ice-T ignited you. But who Austin? So I know once Breaking and all that came out and Sugar Hill Gang and all that, everybody wanted to start trying to write rhymes and be MCs. Who in the neighborhood or around you was like, you say, all right.
That was easy. Kenneth Bryan was always my look up to guy because he went to school with my sisters and them, KB. And but it was y'all Project Crew that I first heard on the radio. And was it KZI or Kano W y'all played that on?
KZI first, I think. KZI, I think it was.
Okay, I heard My Baby Left Me for Army Man. Yeah. And I said, what? These guys from Austin? And I just knew if y'all can do it, we all can do it, man. Y'all broke it, man. And that would took off from there, man.
But it's weird, man. It was just, when we did that, it was just, we were trying to have fun. We weren't really saying, yo, this is a business. We're going to cut some records. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. It was just started off as, yo, that's fun. And then let's push this.
I try to explain to everybody that hip hop was a gift from God. Now, what you do with your gifts is up to you, but he gave us a gift because that was our voice to speak on the things from where we are, where nobody would think about. Because back in their days, the prejudices and the racism was real. And our only let go was the breakdancing and the hip hop and the music. And it was fairly new. But I want to explain this to people. When God gave us the gift of hip hop, New York caught it first, a little whiff of it, but it was a spirit that crossed over the world. And whoever caught the spirit, we was locked in, we was doing our thing. Some stayed in, some got too old for whatever they think, and some of them are still hanging in here. Look at y'all. Y'all done revamped yourself, still connected to hip hop, even though You're still not jumping on doing your thing. I'm pretty sure you're producing beats, but this is still a hip hop genre that you're producing here, man.
Yeah, a lot of people got to realize that. Yeah, just because we got older, don't mean we lost the feeling for it. Look at Nas; he's still dropping mad albums, and it's like our audience grew with us. Our audience didn't get left behind. We didn't outgrow our audience. Our audience got older with us, so we can still put out music that our audience still relates to. You know, we might not be talking about some of the same stuff we were talking about way back then, but the audience is still wants to hear good music.
And that's the beauty of hip hop, because we just turned 50. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop just turned 50. And we are the only genre where people put a age limit, put a cap on music. And you don't have these type of problems in country music, rock and roll. Mick Jagger, he looked like he's 220. Man, come on now. And we still out here doing our thing. So I'm honored to be an adult voice of hip hop.
Yeah. You know, like I said, there's so many lanes you can go through in hip hop now because they've broken everything up into so many categories, but you just got to find what you like and stay true to what you want and want to do.
They didn't say we were going to be this long.
Nah, definitely not. And like
it was a fad, remember?
Yeah. and at the hip hop presentation that I came down to Austin for, the hip hop 50th, like I said in my speech, it's like no one taught me how to produce. It's just I wanted to learn how to do it, and I taught myself. So next person, I'm gonna show you what I can show you, so that way you don't have to try and figure it out. You can get a leg up and say, okay,
the spirit of hip hop.
And keep on moving. There's a lot of people in Austin that I taught, and they went on and started doing their own thing, you know, and I didn't teach them to get credit for it. It's nice to be recognized for it, but that wasn't my goal. It was to show somebody how to do something so they could take the next step and keep on moving, keep this whole culture progressing. So,
well, you know, Casanova, man, Jesus didn't get an award for teaching people how to fish, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You're right. It's like it just amazes me sometimes the things you hear. So, but it's blessed to know that people in our age category still have the love for it. Like everyone falls out of it for a while because other things, jobs, family, and everything. But the love never.
I got
goes
my
if
story.
If it's really,
I was actually done because I spent a lot of money. Fell out with friends because those who felt like I owed them something because of whatever, but I spent all my money in it, and we didn't go to where their idea of making it went. So I just fell out of it for a minute, and the bug bit me again. You know what I'm saying?
We all have it, and I think all of us experience the same exact thing. But you know, the ones that really want to be in it or really feel the need to keep going will keep going. You know?
Yeah.
And
it's a beautiful outlet, man.
And you can't let anyone pull you back from doing what's in your heart.
That's right.
You know?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
You can't. So let's get back to the subject. Man, your first rhyme, you said you started penning around 7, 8. When did you come out with the real rap and performed your first thing in front of somebody?
I think I was in maybe my for real rhyme.
Not even for real rhyme, just your first. I'm bold enough. I think I got it. So let me jump out in front of everybody.
I'm Tim Shorts, baby. I got something to say. I feel like rocking the USA, and I said that back in like '79, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and corny as it may sound, that was the type of flow that was going on. And when Big Daddy Kane, no, it wasn't Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane was always my idol guy. And I cut my hair like him. I try to be suave like him, everything. Especially during my high school year, I went to Reagan. I went to Robbins for a little bit. And I think it was Big Daddy Kane, but I was always I I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke, so I slam it on down, make
Damn.
sure it's broke. I heard that one day. I was in a Delphine rental, and we're riding around, and my boy jumped in the car. Say, man, you want to ride by Nelson Field, the football game? LBJ and Reagan going down. Like, yeah, let's ride. We riding through. He said, I got a tape I just bought from the mall, and I said, bet, put it in, and I heard the beat. Boom, 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 boom. I said, whoa, wait. Man, I swear, we played that tape over and over and over again, man. Circling the parking lot. Didn't have no money to get in the LBJ and Reagan game, but we cruised through, riding around in the stolen Maxima. Remember the little square body Maxima?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just trying to pick up the girls, let everybody know, man, they riding around playing everything, you know. So, man, it was going down back then, man. And just to feel that what was in the air back then, man, you'll never be able to duplicate it.
Nah.
Again, I tell my sons all the time, they quick to compare what's going on now to back then. I said, son, the difference between me and you is I lived back then and I'm living now. You didn't go back then. I can tell you about, you'll never know what it sounded like the first time you heard Slick Rick, Teenage Love, and you sitting at the lockers talking to your little female friend, slipping a letter through a locker or whatever, walking into class. It was the essence of that. That music was actually the soundtrack of our lives. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it was the soundtrack of our lives, man. It got us through to where we are now, man.
The thing is, I don't knock these young kids for getting their money. It's like rack it up as much as you can, but still put out some stuff that you can play 20, 30 years from now. They're not going to have a career. They're not going to have a career. Like all the quote unquote old school rappers right now are eating. They're living, they're doing shows. They got catalogs. These new kids, 30 years from now, you can't get on stage, motherfuck this, suck my titty, suck my dick, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, man. You know
what I'm saying?
Man, now don't get me wrong. I have a few cuss words, am I wrong?
But then just to express the most. But just the real. There's a time for raunchy stuff. We all had our curtain, whatever. Their catalog is not going to sustain like the stuff that we came up on.
Yeah, the vulgarity is strong, man. You know, especially with the young ladies. I don't know. Oh, man, I just don't know we went wrong here, man, because the ladies we grew up with, man, they were ladies, man. They made you respect them as ladies.
Can you imagine one of them now and 30, 40 years from now with the big kid belly, 5 kids getting up there talking about, my WAP is this, blah, 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 blah.
No.
You can't
and I never
see that, man.
I never thought I would be saved today. Well, I said, man, turn that off. Like the motherfuckers say. Turn that down. What is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I am to that point where I heard Sexy Red, and bless her, I'm gonna just pray for her. I like Sexy Red because she ain't scared. But
songs that you can groove to and party to in the club. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's things you got to have on and bound. I'm just talking longevity wise.
And you're right with this, but. Like speaking on Sexy Red, man, you know, you got to be careful what you're putting out there because you're responsible and got to take accountability for the other young ladies that's Play-Doh minded, if you know what I mean. Play-Doh minded means easy to shape. And and that goes for the young boys. I tell all the guys, man, you know, we grew up in the era where it was about getting money. Now, most of these young guys now are about getting high. These are the users, and when we were the sellers and stuff back then or whatever, these young guys are more abusers of drugs. They getting on everything, Percocet, Molly, this and that, and it's all good. Even sipping on service got to the point where it's taking these boys out of here, man.
Yeah.
So
glorifying it.
Yeah, and you know, if you got to make $1, just know there's another way to make it besides that, man. I like to have some little dignity, man. But we
all dirt and stuff, but they're doing this, but it's just they're not even thinking of the consequences or nothing. At least we are like, damn, we gotta make sure we don't get nobody see us. Nobody. These fools are just running out, just blasting people straight up because somebody stepped sneaking.
Well, they don't care. That's because we didn't have we didn't have social media, and social media is they don't want to be embarrassed. Back in the day, you got whooped. That was it. You got whooped. Do it again the next day. You got talked about. We stood up. We walked. But now these boys don't want to be on video recorded and made a meme out of. So they're not going for it. And the young ladies too. Hell, the young ladies fight more than the men are.
Oh yeah, they're real good.
It's a couple of things, man. I mean, it's like back in the days when it came to music. I mean, in all music, I mean, there was a couple of different ways or a couple of different revenues of income that you got. I mean, when you sold a CD or you sold a record or you sold a tape, I mean, you made money off of that. These days, you don't make money off of that no more. If you're not doing a concert or
you are correctly.
If you're not,
you are correct.
You're not doing a concert or performing, you ain't making no money. The real money isn't in streams and all that kind of stuff unless you're doing some astronomical amount. So yeah, these new cats today are trying to protect their reps, you know, and that's why you find out.
Well, I'm gonna tell them like this: all you young cats out here trying to rack up your streams, get back into, make it a demand to have something tangible.
Exactly.
You know, make sure you have some merchandise.
Exactly.
Go make the CD companies start producing more CDs, more compact discs. If you don't want to get on that, USB sticks, put your logos on them, whatever it is. Go back to the record. I went to Piranha Records. There's not a CD in sight. Everything's wax in there now. So the record is came back.
Vinyl's coming back. But
you can bring most cars nowadays. All it takes is for people to unite. If all these artists united, you can bring it back to what it was. You can force them to bring it back.
You can force them to bring it back.
Most cars have a USB slot now.
That's right.
So most of them don't have a CD player, but you can get a USB stick. Support somebody. Apple iTunes used to be $1. Man. Yeah, Apple iTunes used to be $1. You can spend $1 on a song. Damn it!
Come on, man.
You can spend $1 on a song. Our
people don't want to support you financially if they can download free. Hell, they're worse than Napster. And if they can get you any kind of way for free, they will. You listen to you 100 times on YouTube or whatever. They're not going to do it, man. The dedicated ones will, and it's just not enough of them. But that's why you got to go back to in the trunk, out of the trunk, sell your stuff, man. Merchandise. Next time you have a show, tell your wife to set up a booth and sell your merchandise, because that's something that somebody can take, a fan can take back, hang on their wall, have forever. I used to have every magazine, Ride On to you name it, on my wall when I was a youngster, man. And we need to get back to magazines again. The people who are doing publishing need to publish magazines so they can see their favorite artists, you know?
Yeah. It's the game's changed a lot, but some things you can bring back.
Yeah, no doubt, man, because they starting to realize that there's no money in the streams right now. If you do 1 million streams, that's a $6,000. And come on, man. Come on. You're showing me I'm not worth anything.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Man. But all right, let's get back to the classic stuff, man. I want to hear more about your rhymes, your first song, your first group. When you first literally said, "Give me that mic, I'm ready." Huh.
I think the first time I was in Upper Bound JTPA, and I was rapping, freestyling on the mic in the Union in Houston Tillotson, and Kurt from Cam Productions snatched me and said, "Hey, man, I want to sign you up for my label." I don't know nothing about a label, nothing, man. He just snatched me up. So he took me and told, "Hey, man, I want you to jump in the studio, this and that." So me and this one cat, I forgot his name, man. We go so way back, man. But he turned me on to finding samples on the albums. And back in them days, the album said reprise. You know, the reprise was the instrumental. And so he took the break and we were listening to him. We made a little rap. Kurt liked it. I really didn't go nowhere with them, but Kurt showed love. I got to say love to Kurt and the Kim folks out there in Craig Wood from Cam Productions, because they're the first one that gave me the instinct of what the business was. And then I gotta say a shout out to Arcade Maze, who was always down to give shows.
Yo,
Top Dog.
we're gonna talk about Arcade and Top Dog in a little bit.
Arcade was married to my cousin. It's still married to my cousin. Yeah, still married. Yeah, he's still, man. I love that cat, man. He showed me nothing but love back in the day. Yeah, he showed me nothing but love.
The Chitlin Circuit tour.
Come on, man. You know, hey, man, that's a legendary name. A lot of cats don't know about that cat, man.
Yo,
and
we're gonna talk after we get off.
No doubt, man. But yeah, man, we had I was on the bus one day after not really doing nothing with Kurt and them, and I ran into Chili Red, Charles, aka Carter, and him and Tyranny Johnson was on the bus. They was coming from a studio gig, and they were like, "Yo, man, we coming from the studio, this and that." And I'm like, "Yeah." They had a little video keyboard look like for a kid on there. I was like, "Man, what the hell is that? That's my keyboard, this and that." It was the XK5 Casio.
The Casio, and, don't knock it.
The sampler. You're like, So I said, "Man, we gonna go over here." So I think our first, that was the name of the group was Dope Melody.
Dope Melody.
So they embraced me. And I think it was Chili Red for the DJ, Tyranny Johnson, T-Double, and it was Don Jennings, better known as the Strange One. And I think the Strange One had decided to do his own thing, so he ventured off. Me, T-Double, and Chili Red stuck it out, and we started doing shows with the fellas at Doris Miller. What was the Austin Opera House when D Nice came? We opened up for them. Man, this is y'all making me feel old now, man.
Man, that's what people need to know, what was going on, where and places go. Nobody really knows about the Austin Opera House.
Come on, man. EPMD came there, bro.
You know how many shows
EPMD came there, man. Yeah, man, that was the spot. And I'm gonna tell you about another spot. The True Value Inn was the after spot after that spot, and then we had the Fireman's Hall. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Come on, man. So yeah, man. Nigga telling his age, right? So
you bringing up some stuff. You jogging my memory.
So after I got with them, we ended up going to a studio called the Digital Domain, right there, 501 East 5th Street on the railroad tracks, right behind the highway, 35. And we went over there. We were the first rap group to go in there and do production. And Chili Red, he's just naturally talented. Man, put anything in front of this brother, he's gonna figure it out. And so we did a little production, went on. I was more of a street rapper, and T-Double was more still on the essence of hip hop, like New York, backpacking and all that type of stuff. I would always come in the studio writing about what I did on 12th Street or Jam Burgers or whatever was going on, and phases or what I see the cats doing. Because my brothers them rap, Donnie Marcus, and John. So I always looked up to them cats, man. I could never, so with Dope Melody, we hung in there. T-Double ended up doing his own thing because I think he got it. Not like it started. I was more street with my stuff, and Chili was more gravitating the beats towards my street type of talk, compared to what he was doing. Nothing but love, but that's my brother to this day, man. Nothing but love. We gonna be Dope Melody forever, man. And Dope Melody stands for a dose of powerful entertainment. It wasn't just standing for the dope; it's a dose of powerful entertainment, man. And I think when me and Chili Red took off, we kind of went. When the 90s kicked in, and we was kind of like on that tip, like Cube and Dre and them, I was living that life, and I started getting my paper, and I started investing into my craft with Chili, man. Whatever we needed on instruments and stuff, we hit the pawn shots up. Whatever we need, go get it, and we vibe, man. Go in the room, let the ceiling fan hit, smoke a little weed, and we vibe them beats. But then I was back on the streets doing my thing, but. Man, it was all about the music, man. I used to send smokers out just to bring all the albums out. Any album you find, bring them here. And I still got a hellified collection of vinyl.
That's
hellified collection of vinyl, man.
Hang on to them.
And I don't know if I'm gonna ever get rid of them. I told my children, man, if I die, man, y'all hold on to them. If you do, you better sell them for $1 million. You know, because that's history, man. Yeah, that's history, man. And so we make them beats. Yeah, so we make them beats, and as I got a little bit older, I started. I had got me a detail shop on Cedar and one on 51st, the one the shortest detail. And in the back of the shop, when we closed down, Chili Red set up the studio back there. So when we closed down the detail shop on 14th and Cedar, we would go back there and make the beats, and people from all over like, man, Chili Red started selling beats. And we started doing shows, man. And my nephew Andre Owens, my sister Barbara's son, he was under my wing. I took him in, and Lil Texas, now he's known as Cool Dre 512, and Big Chief, the breadwinner, Sean Harris, and he was the Gotti, and he was the oldest one. So we formed the Hog Pen Clique in the neighborhood where I was at, settled in at, and we started doing shows for everybody. KB was like, hey man, y'all want to open up for Juvenile? Y'all want to open up for this, that, and the other? Like, yeah, man. So KB put us on, man, and for opening up shows down here. That's right, when Red Shop and all the Houston acts was coming to Austin, especially on 6th Street. So we started doing shows, and when we did shows, we acted a donkey, and we put our foot in the game. We put our foot in the game, and people respected us for the craft that we was putting down representing Austin. Of course, you're gonna have those who like you, but ain't gonna show that they like you because they don't want to look like they riding. But I dig it. But at the same time, you know what it was when you get up there and you promote you do your song, and everybody know the words and they represent. And there was times that the shows out of town came like, man, y'all boys tore that up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did that, and they was waiting for us. And anytime KB called us and to do it, first we paid for shows. I remember I paid like $400 just to get on stage with Sir Dax, you know what I'm saying? Till they got to the point where he said, man, just come on, man. We got you. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Paying dues, man.
And that's what I couldn't understand about Austin. Yeah, everybody was on Houston's jock because that's where the movement was coming from. But you got to grow your own stuff, your own city, before you ride in somebody else's. But we love when we went to Houston. But my thing is, I got smart back in the days. We did some promos for Steve Fournier and RP Cola, because RP Cola was on the radio. So
man, I love RP Cola.
We did his intro. When we got to Houston, we called RP, and he come on up to the radio station. Yo, these are guys that Project Crew from Austin, Texas did intro, blah, 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 blah. We go to Rhinestone Wrangler. We walk in there. It ain't nobody's birthday, but we tell the DJ, yo, it's one of our dancers' birthday. It's my birthday. Somebody's birthday. Project Crew in the house. Happy birthday to so-and-so. So we got known, and we knew the acts and everybody else locally in Houston, and we were cool with them. So it wasn't like a competition. And once we were on stage, we was competition. But
yeah,
you had to get to know the people. It wasn't like, I'm from Austin, we better than you, or we trying to be like you. No, we represented what we did.
Yeah.
But then after a while, I saw the shift. I saw the shift in Austin where people was just starting to jock. Oh, so true, and everybody, my beats need to sound like this, and da da da. No, man, be yourself, be you.
Yeah, man. And that's the whole thing about hip hop. The number one rule is not to bite anybody. Biting the style was against the rules, man. Exactly. And I think a lot of cats wasn't raised upon that. So we from the old law. So we understood that. And the thing about competition back then, it was more like Prince and Morris Day. It wasn't that we're trying to outdo each other. We just going to out jam each other. Right. So and it was friendly competition, no diss whatsoever. It was just friendly competition. And actually, we were inspiring each other just to be a better musician the next time we see each other.
Yeah, because it's like, man, they tore the hell out of that stage last night, but we got a show with them
Yeah.
2 weeks from now. I'm gonna step my game up, cause they ain't killing it like
Rhinestone
that.
Rambler.
Oh man, Rhinestone.
I never
Who?
got to go to the ride. I got
Yo,
my cousin down there. Oh man, he's like, and I didn't get to make it, man. I missed the Greyhound, man. I ended up staying here, man.
man, I'm
Yeah.
gonna pull up a name. I don't know if whatever happened to him, if he's still around, if he's alive. A kid named Bobby Gant.
Bobby Gant. Bobby Gant's still around, I think. Yeah. 12th
Yo,
Street.
yeah,
Yeah.
we used to run into him in Houston all the time. He had that chop truck where he was the first one with
Yeah, he had the mini
top
truck.
top.
If you didn't have a mini
Yeah.
truck, you wasn't doing it, baby.
Hey,
Yeah.
my radiator overheated, and he actually parked. We parked my car. We jumped in the back of the truck all over Houston to the clubs. Then the next day we were leaving, heading back to Austin. He made sure, yo, I'm riding with you. Just make sure you make it back. Stop putting water in the car and the radiator till I got back
Bobby
to
Gant
Austin.
was always
So
real, man. He's always been
yeah,
a
yeah,
G, man. Always a G.
yeah, yeah. So I got to give a big shout out to him from all these years. I just never knew if he was still around.
That's 12th Street, baby, you know.
Yeah.
So
But yo, while we talking to music, I got to touch on that song you and your boys did. I'm feeling it. Basically
yeah,
showing respect and
Quinn Real,
reminiscing on.
Teflon Tony, and my cousin Mr. T, the Don. Yeah.
That
That's
song
To the Life.
To the Life. That song touched me, man, because a lot of people came and passed away. And everybody should be able to relate to that song, whether they know the
A
people
lot
that
of
you're talking
fallen
to about in the
soldiers.
song, but just people
Yeah.
that they know is.
Yeah.
And you mentioned a couple of people I know in that song, but that song, being true to yourself, that's what I'm saying about doing songs
And
that's
I
true to
appreciate
yourself.
everybody. I appreciate everybody who appreciate that sound because I didn't do it for me. I did it for everybody. And actually, it was Quinn Real who put the track together and gave me the idea to get down on it, and it just came to be what it is, you know.
Yeah. So just certain things, man, as an MC or as anyone that's in music, you got to do certain things that touch people, whether it be the smallest way or the biggest way. You got to leave somebody with something where they say, man, that hit me. You know what I'm saying?
Makes
You
you
got your
think.
Yeah.
party phases. You got your party songs. Yo, that's my song. Every time I hear it, I got out there. Or I'm riding, smoking, whatever. I hear this song, it just puts me in another place. I'm mellow.
Well,
Everything has a certain vibe, and there's certain songs I hear, and it puts me back to exactly what I was doing, which club I was DJing at. There's certain songs
man,
I play when I say,
you can
"Damn, that was
almost smell
Catfish
it.
Station."
You can almost smell it
Yeah,
sometimes,
it's
right?
like, damn, I was tearing Catfish Station down when this song was kicking, or
Oh
I was DJing
man.
Serendipity when this song was
Now,
hitting. This
which catfish? The one on 12th Street, the one downtown?
the one downtown is where all the partying was.
Yeah,
The one
yeah,
on 12th was the food, where the dish
yeah.
for food,
Well, they
but
started
the
doing
one
little
on
shows, little bit of shows, slowly but surely, but it came to a halt.
the one on 6th Street where everybody kind of cut their teeth and got,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
that
what I'm
was
yeah.
saying?
home base. That was home base right there.
Home base,
I,
man. Yeah.
Let me ask you. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now in no specific order. Give me your top 5, dead or alive, in no specific order, but your top 5.
Rakim. Rakim
all
number
right,
one.
okay,
Big Daddy Kane, Scarface.
okay,
Um, K Reno. And
okay.
last but not least, last but not least. Man, it's a tough one, man. Last but not
I give you
least.
an honorable 6. I give you an honorable 6.
Okay. Ice Cube
Okay.
and KRS-One.
All right. Hey, you say KRS. They looked at me funny a while back when I said KRS, but I had to break it down.
Yeah.
Everyone that all right.
Why? Why would they question that?
I'm gonna tell you the ones who I picked and why. I picked Melly Mel because Melly Mel started off to me the first real MCing where people was like, he was spitting bars.
Yeah,
right?
no doubt.
So Mel set the tone for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I had KRS in there. KRS, no one's touching his stage show. Period.
No.
And he
I've just seen him at Houston. I've just seen him at Houston.
So you know what I'm talking about. To this day, he'll still eat somebody a freestyle and everything.
And so you know what was legendary to me? I didn't mean to cut you off, but KRS-One came to Houston probably like 3 months ago, and they pulled K-Rino on stage to do a freestyle. K-Rino went up there and ate. He ate so bad that KRS-One had to do this.
Oh, that look,
And that was a proud moment because we had someone almost equivalent, or just as equivalent, but from here.
Mm-hmm.
And he represented for all Texans because, you know, New York is the Mecca. We gonna give them that. But New York ain't the only place that's been blessed with gifted MCs, man.
Oh, that's true. There's a whole lot of MCs.
You know what I'm saying? And KRS-One is the epitome of MCing. But to see K-Rino up there do it that night, I was proud. It was like, go get him, boy, go get him, go get him, go. You know what I'm saying? And he was the big brother that did that night.
Mm-hmm. What did I say? I said Rakim because Rakim changed the game when he laid out his foundation. Who else did I say? It was.
You said
you said
Belly Mel,
Rakim.
There's so many, but those 6 that I just picked: Ice Cube, Scarface, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, KRS-One. Those are, and Nas is up there too. I put Nas in my group.
But Nas has never been in my top 5 for some reason.
I will say this.
I like Nas, but he's just never in my top 5.
I will say this about your list is you did hit all 3 coasts. You hit West, you hit East, and you hit South. So you did hit all 3. Now, I get a lot of flack for my list, but it is what it is. I am, and you can ask anybody that watched me grow up, especially when I joined the Project Crew. Everybody tells you, okay, hey, what did Teddy sound like when he was rapping with the Project Crew? Everybody says I was heavily influenced by the East Coast. It is what it is. That was just
That was all we had.
That's just my preference. So my top 5, they're all from the East. You know, it just is what it is. Now I have one definitive all-time number 1, and the other 4, it depends on that day how I feel. They can go in any order.
Let me hear it.
My all-time number 1 is Nas. That's my all-time number 1.
Amen.
The other 4, it can get, and one of them I say East, but he ain't really from the East, but he's close enough. So my other 4 that I can put in any order.
Somebody from Jersey, right? Somebody from Jersey.
They're from Detroit. Okay?
All right. Who's that?
So my other 4 is Rakim, Royce the 5'9".
Okay.
Kool G Rap.
Oh, come on, man. That's legendary, man.
Hold on, I left somebody out. Hold on a second. Kool G Rap, Royce the 5'9". Oh, Jadakiss. That's who I left out.
Jadakiss is
nice. My all-time. That's my 5. And those
my other one
just depends on what I'm thinking about at the time and how I'm feeling.
My other one that was missing was Black Thought.
Huh?
Oh, Black Thought is ridiculous. Black Thought is ridiculous. And I don't know why I don't put him, because Black Thought is the epitome of hip hop. He's just underrated. He is hip hop. But I'm gonna since you you said Black Thought, I'm gonna give you another one. Mos Def.
In its prime. Most is kind of.
I like Mos Def too.
Most is kind of for shows. Most shows. Well, if he's on a show, you catch him on a show, you'll be like, you'll really appreciate him. But as far as what he's been doing lately, it's like, But if you catch him on a show, you'll be like, that's the Mos Def I remember.
Yeah. So here's the three I would like to see do their thing, because they would inspire each other, or they'll be phenomenal together. The trifecta would be Mos Def, Black Thought, and Andre 3000.
That'd be a good show. I've seen Black Thought and Mos rock a show together. That's why I said if you see Mos live, you'll be like, I can appreciate. Even Black Thought kind of laid back, was like, go, man, go.
They
were doing Kane instrumental. What's the fastest instrumental Kane had?
Raw.
Wrath of Kane? Raw. No, it wasn't Raw. It wasn't Raw. It wasn't Raw.
It had to be Raw or Wrath of Kane. Wrath of Kane.
I think it was probably Wrath of Kane, and him and Black Thought was basically in the pattern of what Kane did, but they were just spitting their own lyrics. Black Thought just kind of eased back, saying, "Man, Mos was killing it."
Hey man, I take my hat off to all of them. One MC before we stop talking about it, I would say MC8 deserves to be that because he was a great storyteller.
8 was good. I like when he's cheer, but when he hooked up with Premier, did you ever hear that album? That Premier pulled some more stuff out of him that you normally not get, and you got to really see him as an MC.
Yeah. He's a great storyteller, man.
Yeah. There's so many different MCs and different moods and people you can grab and pick.
Well,
like
we're all different. We all different petals on the tree, man. We're all different petals on the tree.
Like you mentioned Scarface. Yeah. Scarface is great, but normally he wouldn't pop up in my immediate top. But I know Scarface is a hell of an MC. But when I saw that Tiny Desk concert with him, that just reinitialized how great he was, because that to me is one of the best Tiny Desk concerts.
Hey, I've been,
you know what I'm saying?
A nice little show live. I plan on doing something real soon, man, with the 12th and Chicon Street Band. And as soon as we get it together, we do it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, do me a favor. We're gonna take a quick break right now. We're gonna one of the songs you sent me. Is this an older song or a new song?
What song is this?
You sent two. One was one an old song and one a new song.
I'll send you to the life is actually almost a year and a half old, and I think I sent you 4 Volts Burning. That's probably 2 or 3 months old. I got stuff cooking, man. I keep stuff on the burner, man.
We're gonna take a break and listen to those songs. Let the audience hear the songs that you've been working on. Then we're gonna come back and chop it up some what you've been doing and what you got coming up and what you're doing right now. All right.
All right.
Right back. CT Podcast Live. DJ Casanova, my boy Teddy Lee, and Mr. Shorts. We'll be right back.
Hustle 512. T-Shaw, what's up, baby?
You know what to do. Hustle 512. All my slab riders and road burners. Keep them turning.
Y'all know what it is. Candy paint smoking on dank. Let's go.
Keep the Volvos burning. Wood grain still turning. These niggas ain't learning. These hoes still yearning.
Wanna catch me in the turning, cause I'm out here earning. If you're slipping, I'ma burn it. Get it straight out, burn me. He ain't worried about beef, ain't worried about sheep. Nigga, I'm out these streets. You can get it tenfold, fucking with me kinfolk. Poking at the line, trying to eat. Looking like a lion, but your sheep say you're 10 toes down, but you're 10 toes up. That's the feet. Nigga, what you saying? We ain't playing about a piece. Put you in the flannel when your mama in the fleece. Wheels be burning, got every hair turning on live. Bumper kids swerve on the concrete, foes on shining, cause we out here grinding 24. We don't give a fuck about a whole jack. Nigga, fuck around and catch a whole slap right upside your head. Hit you with a hammer, not a hand. Riding in the car in the flip-flop red. Freak a fuck around and catch a flip-flop dead.
Bounce and turn when I roll. Remote control and everything in my console. See, I serve the punks with the words that trumps the Cadillac, it drips. The hoes get sick, HP be the click that I claim. Hoes get brain, they keep the chain, man, the game is filled with drama. Black dress on mama, I continue the saga, this beat gets on it. I'm a beat breaker, the mic raper, the hoe taker, alpha, omega, down south, Austin, Texas. I went from hoops to Lexus, and you seem to have plenty to catch me. And the detail, getting my shine on with the G's and the bumpers, got the hinges on the chrome zone. Ride around in hoodoos, coming down with the dodo, the leave you cuckoo. Keep the Volvos burning, wood grain still turning. These niggas ain't learning, these hoes still yearning.
Wanna catch me in the turning, cause I'm out here earning. If you're slipping, I'ma burn it. Get it straight out, perm me. Coupe on Cadillac roof, not having that 415s in the trunk, doing battle rap, two bad freaks in the front. What you know about getting what you want? Foreign car swinging with a nice star ceiling, got every hoe singing off course. Rolling in the Maybach, call a Rolls Royce. Nigga, you can get it, you just gotta make a choice.
Cadillac got the shot, watch the top drop. Hoes on the strip, call it Bob Watch. Money coming in so fast, hand over fist, motherfucker need a stopwatch. You know it's no job, cause you see me on live. Catch me at the Rio on these 35, walking through the door with the kinfolk. Pocket full of cash, what it hit for? I keep the Volvos burning, wood grain still turning. These niggas ain't learning, these hoes still yearning.
Wanna catch me in the turning, cause I'm out here earning. If you're slipping, I'ma burn it. Get it straight out, perm me.
All right, y'all, yo, them songs. I feel what you're doing with them songs. I see the direction going.
Already.
Back with CT Live Podcast. Mr. Shorts laid down some heat just now. But yo, what do you got? What else you working on? I see the direction you're going on in these songs. Are you coming up with an album, or you just putting out singles? What you been up to, man?
I'm releasing singles off the album just to keep a little momentum going. So when I do drop it, folks know I've been working. And the songs y'all heard, like To the Life and Volvos Burning, featuring Hustler 512, that just can't happen to be one day when I was in the studio doing something else, and he came in and we end up putting it together. And man, I got a lot of stuff, man. I did music lately with K Reno. Me and him got a song called Live and Learn, featuring Billy Cook singing the hook. And I got Live in the Mix featuring Young Star from Young Star with Wanna Be a Ball. Yeah. Yeah, me and him got that's my little brother right there, man. Love him. And I got music with Lil Kiki. Me and Lil Kiki got a song together, Swing Down. Just talking about, flexing, riding through the hood, showing your candy paint. This is what we do in the South. And I got songs with Big Pokey. I was the last person to shoot a video with Big Pokey. We did a song called Appreciate. I appreciate it, and it hit pretty big, especially when after he passed away, R.I.P. Big Pokey, the big dog. And man, that just kind of hurt me right there when I just seen in my face, in my mind how he passed away, man. He was a good friend. We talked more about other stuff beside music, man. He was talking about getting into the dump truck business and finding other ways to maneuver money. You know what I'm saying? And he was down to earth cat, man, and he was real. He was a good friend. And we did a song I Appreciate, basically talking about, it's our letter to God, talking about how we appreciate how he got us through the struggles, the streets, and all that, And I just did a song again with Devin the Dude a few months back called Summertime Vibes. And we shot, Summertime Vibes, me and Devin, when we rocked that bad. We shot the video actually at Chicano Park on a beautiful day, man. It was hot as hell that day. But you can go to my YouTube and check all my videos out. I got a song called Killers, talking about the unnecessary gun violence that's going on in our city, called Killers. and Quentin Real, he is featured on that song as well. And man, I got a lot of tracks out there, man. Just to keep going and going. New music with Point Blank. Um, man, I got a lot of stuff going on, man.
I see you. That album should be like crazy with all the people you just named, man.
Yeah, man. I just I could sit there and try to write all this stuff by myself, but a lot of the cats I featured all my stuff with cats who featured this who share the same outlook on life as I do. And they're not just guys I paid for a feature, they're my friends. You know what I'm saying? So I was fortunate to meet cats when I was doing the Hog Pen Click thing, and folks come down and open up when you build a rapport with people. That's why it's good to never to burn bridges, man, you know?
Right.
Yeah. That's
you
true.
never know who you might need, man.
So
exactly, man.
Besides the album, what else are you working on? I know you were talking about doing some events and stuff like that.
Yeah, my birthday is coming up in September 23rd, but on the 21st, I'm throwing a 4th B-Day bash down by
the river
park. At the little stage at the bottom of the hill. Bring your blanket, your lawn chair. It's gonna be plenty of food and free concert to the whole city. And once again, you got Charlie Boy. He's also one of my features on my album. He's gonna be performing there. K Reno, Point Blank, Young Star, Godfather, Ron the Rapper. There's an awesome dude out of Dallas called Blowfly. This dude is awesome, man. He sounds like a mixture of 8Ball and Big Boy from Outkast. He's awesome, man. And I'm honored to have him on that list of people performing. And then I got people from Austin, Bobby Ray, LaCria. You got Teflon the Don, Quinn Real, my son, Lil Robbie. My son, he's awesome, man. He doesn't stay. To me, he's like the
like a proud dad. Come on, spit it out, proud dad.
Man, he remind me of the rapper with the dreads that be kicking it with Drake. He's a positive rapper. My son's a positive rapper. What's the name of the brother with the dreads?
Kendrick?
No, I'm not Kendrick. No, with the dreads, the bright skinned brother with the dreads.
Oh, J. Cole.
J. Cole. My son remind me of J. Cole because he's with his positive messages. Then my son, my nephew, I might as well call him my son, but my sister's boy, my sister Donna's son, Syph Mike, he's cold as well, man. He's gonna be performing there as well. Man, this a host of people. Surge Too Real, YC, man, Young Free from Louisiana, man. You just name it, it's gonna be so many people, man.
My niece Black Rory.
And Black Rory, yeah, just add it to the list. And don't forget about the Battle of the DJs. We're gonna have Battle of the DJs during the intermission.
If I get my routine again, I might jump in there. If not, I'll be on there.
Hey, bro. Hey. I ran home from school just to get back in time. I had a little small tape deck, hit record at 3:00. Flow with the genie would come on, and I was waiting for Casanova to come on in there and transform. I was waiting for him to transform. You know what I'm saying? Drop the mic. Drop the
legendary battle between me and my.
Well, you know what, man?
Hang on, Ted. If you even go further, I had a shot since he said that. R.I.P. to DJ Thriller. That was my friend and my nemesis. We used to keep them battles on KZI going. One week he'd play something. Next week I come back. Hey, this for you. We go back and forth. That's when it was fun, man.
That's what it's all about, bro.
It's hurt that we lost a good one. But
they said that celebration, man, that they had this weekend was special, man. They said it was a good turnout and people really enjoyed themselves. There wasn't any drama out there. People really went there and enjoyed one another in his memory. So that's always good, man, and always special when we can come together as a people and really do what those days are meant to do, and that's to celebrate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
Most definitely. but I did want to mention one thing, man. It's we do these interviews. Well, I say interviews, but they're really conversations with all these different artists that we watched grow up with us and watched come up after us. And we like to give people their flowers before it's too late. You know, it needs to be mentioned, but it's rare that these individuals not only participated in the music business, but they're also giving back to the communities.
Yeah,
And
no doubt.
they're also reaching out and either helping the youth or helping people that's having a hard time, or just basically understanding that their gifts that they got in life, they didn't do it all themselves. They didn't do it by themselves. Somebody
No.
helped them get to where they were at, you know. So therefore, they understand that they got to give something back to somebody who's less fortunate that's trying to make it. And I know that you are one of those people. Please tell us about the organization that you have that helps people that have been recently incarcerated, that's trying to rebuild themselves, and trying to better themselves, and being a positive citizen.
Yeah, no doubt. For the last 10 years, I've opened a company called the Open Arms Boarding Homes, and it reaches out to the people from Del Valley to penitentiary to people that's even coming out of homeless shelters and mental institutions. I have a house for registered sex offenders because it's the hardest. Them are the hardest people to find housing. And Austin is one of the top 7 cities in the country that's dealing with enormous homeless problem, and especially with the gentrification that's going on and the Thai taxation that's going on with the homes that's here. No one has it's running out of place for people to stay, and then people getting out of jail who's really like, if you're not really already embedded into the workforce here, it's going to be hard for you to catch up and get aboard with the workforce and get in the groove of owning a home and get into your groove. So a lot of people are this happy just to have a place to stay. So I provide uh, room and board and shelter, and I tell them at that place, hey man, this is my house, but this is your home. So treat it as such. And I got and mostly it's all men. I used to deal with women, but it's more men that's out here that needs housing than the women. 'Cause women are really subjected to all type of other housing and other liberties to help them, and the men are really on the short end of the stick. So I deal with the guys from Del Valley with the alternative transitional center from Del Valley. Guys get on a work release. I deal with people from the Austin Lakes, Georgetown, behavior behavior central, and they come here and I provide housing with rooms, 2 to each room, or maybe if you can afford to get your own room, you can. But they're nice houses, man. My houses are nice. Some of the guys don't even want to leave there because they enjoy living there. And I'm just giving everybody an opportunity to have a place to stay, call home, save your money, be able to get
Live
up
on their
and
feet.
meet some of your goals. Yeah, meet your goals, man.
Wow. So for those that want to get into a program such as that, tell the people how do they get in contact with your organization where they can inquire
They can
on
always reach me at my email, Tim Shorts at 21 at Gmail, or just 512-350-7772. That's my main number to headquarters. That's Open Arms right there. So just leave a message or just share an email, or you can get in touch with Urban Alchemy, the Austin Transitional Center in Del Valley, or any one of those other organizations like Georgetown Behavior or Austin Lakes. Any one of those places, my name and number is available through all these places.
Great.
Well done, man. See, and that's got to commend you on that, man. You're not just MC, you're a professional, and people have to realize that rapping is a thing and hip hop is a thing, but it also opens up different avenues of different things you want to do. You're not just
rapping is a vessel, bro.
It's just a vessel, man.
Yeah, changed a lot of people's lives. Music,
I think I got.
Not even
I think
rapping,
I got
music.
3 bars. I think I got 3 bars left on here. It look like it's getting dim. I hope I ain't gonna lose y'all.
So in that case, I want to say thank you very much for joining the CT Live Conversation podcast. Your boy DJ Casanova, my main man, who
MC Cold Fresh Teddy Lee,
and the great. And now you know why we said the great Mr. Shorts.
Yes, sir. I told you that introduction. I wasn't lying.
Thanks for joining us, my man.
Great thing.
Man, it's nothing but love, man. Y'all's always been my big brothers, hip hop idols, man. Never forget that, man.
Now we appreciate you taking the time to bless us with your presence, man.
Already. Anytime.
We out.
When it's hot outside, you know it's the summertime. Girls in sundresses, Daisy Dukes so fine. Time to unwind and let your mind at ease. Drop the top on the slab, time to cruise the street. We on a mission, creeping low like suspension. Wood grain gripping, every hood we dipping. Can it get any better when enjoying this weather? Thinking to myself, can this last forever? Got the barbecue smoking, gas got them choking. Girls everywhere, got all the guys scoping. Guys, they fighting, they ain't nothing but drama hoes. Pull up to the park, time to play some dominoes. Guys be ballin' with the full court press. Girls, they double dutching, man, they doing their best. Bikinis and swimming pools can make a grown man drool. When it's hot outside, man, you gotta stay cool because
summertime. Got my car clean as I lean, yes, I'ma shine. Go and cop me some props from the block and whatnot. I only pay a little, but I got a lot. Players got their top drop, got their trunks pop. Doors open, smelling like they let a skunk out. Couldn't be a nicer day. Speakers beating, don't hear nothing but the license plate. Sun shining, I'm unwinding, laying back with an 18-pack. Got women everywhere, lots of freaks. A whole bunch of weed, a box of sweets. I'm still laying low though, staying out the way. Cause them laws also came out to play. I guess somebody's got to keep the peace. Oh, bitches in bikinis, I'm finna sneak a peek. Ow. This is how we vibe in the summertime. This is relaxing your mind, time to unwind. Let the sun shine through. This is how we do. This is how we vibe in the summertime. Relaxing your mind. That's how we vibe in the summertime.